Hey, this is Derek Stokes for Stoked Living, and I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a review over some of my mowers that I have. I get the question a lot of, Derek, why do you use a stander? What's the benefits of using a stander? And it might just be a preference thing. I've run both the sit-on, that's kind of what I started with, and I've switched to these standers. I still have one sit-on, my original. But I've gone to these standers, and the two that I have is I've got the commercial grade Toro Grandstand. Sorry that they're not a beauty queen. I use them, and it's been very, very muddy. They do need a bath, and I'll probably do that later today. And then here's my newer one, is this Wright Standard ZX. They're both this is a 60-inch, this is a 61-inch. This has got the Vanguard EF5 37 horse, and this has got the Kohler, I believe it's a 27 horsepower. Both of them fuel injected. I have one that has this Kohler, the same Kohler engine on it, but it is carburetor. I really like the fuel injection on these. So some of the things with the stander that I like is you're able to get up underneath things. So if you have a low-lying branches, if you have a lot of trees that you mow under, these things can get up really close, and you're not, whenever you're on a sit-on mower, everything that you mow, it is right underneath you, okay? This right here kind of gets that front mount deck like the grasshopper, that feel, to where you can get up into the corners and underneath things. So that's one thing I really like about them. I like being able to stand up and kind of use your knees and your body as the shock absorber. A sit-on one, it really, after a while, it really hammers on you. Even if you have a good seat and everything like that, it'll still kind of wear you out. People say, well, what about your knees and stuff? Well, I've had my ACL repaired or redone, and it doesn't give me any problems. It's kind of got a springboard, some rubber isolators underneath there. It kind of gives you a little bit of spring. But comparing the two, which mower do I like better? I like this Wright better. It fits me better because I'm taller. This one right here, the controls are just a little bit lower, and I find myself kind of slumping a little bit more. This one, it makes me kind of lean forward. If you can, I don't know if you can kind of see this, but the slope of the pad makes you kind of lean forward, all right? And that's a little bit more comfortable of a feel. This one right here, you're more straight up and down, okay? And it can bounce on you a little bit. The other thing with this platform here is I can take it, lift it up, and I can walk behind it, just like kind of like a walk behind mower, and get places. So I like that aspect of it. It's kind of a smaller platform like that. But this one right here, let's go back over here on this Grandstand. One thing that can happen is whenever you're going on a slope, all your weight is back here on this back, and it will want to kind of rise up on you just a little bit. Okay, it'll kind of kick up. The Wright, you are standing kind of almost right there above your axle. If you had an axle that went all the way through, you'd be standing above it. Okay, so your weight is more centered on the mower, and it won't pull up on you. This guy can go into some pretty nasty places on slopes and stuff, and it's got a big track, big tire on there, and so it really grabs hold and does a really good job on slopes. This one does good too, does better than like a sit-on would be, but it does not do as good on the slopes as the Wright. One thing I like about the Wright, it comes standard with a little old trash box. That is nice. That's the other thing about a stander. If you have something out there in the yard, a stick, trash, whatever, and you need to get it up instead of just mulching it, which sometimes I'll do on a sit-on. You just go over and pick it up, put it in the trash thing, and roll on. I put this add-on for the Toro, and it's really nice also. Oh, okay, I'm trying to think of some other things that I like about the controls. I can move everything just with the movement of my hands, okay? Like this right here. To sit on, your arms are up, you're kind of working this, and a lot more motion with your arms. And so it kind of wears on you a little bit like that. But if you're doing a great big yard and you're spending a lot of time in just one area, sit on is probably the way to go. But if you're doing smaller yards, you know, takes you like an hour or less, man, these standers, you just get in and out of there so much quicker. And they take a smaller footprint on your trailer, and I just really like them. So out of the two, between the Toro Grandstand and the Wright, I would go with the Wright every day. It's a good machine. I've got close to 700 hours on this guy, and it's 2 years old, and I've got 200 hours on this one, and it's just a year old. Got it last year. But I'm trying to think of some other benefits of a stander. They're cheaper, way less. For a commercial grade, you'll spend $3,000 to $4,000 less for a stander that is equivalent with the sit-on. So there's a benefit there. So I don't know, if you get an opportunity to get on a stander, if you try them out, see if you like it or not. I really like it, and they do a good job. If you're in wet areas also, these standers can get into some wet areas. As you can see, the suckers are muddy. And that's kind of it. That's kind of a rundown why I like a stander over a sit-on. So guys, shoot me some comments in there, and if I'm missing something, benefit from one to the other, just let me know. But these little Wright mowers are good, Toros are good, but I'd get this Wright over that Toro. So just my preference. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.